Sorry, thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I called Dustin because, well, Clint Eastwood was busy today. He's been told to go and get some acting lessons. And so if I've let you down and started this meeting off poorly, I do apologize about that. I want to thank you for coming today, and I'd like to share with you today my intentions for this upcoming election. Ladies and gentlemen, I made it public 2 months ago that my beautiful wife, Cassandra, and I were going to be expecting our first child. Thank you. I know after looking at her, the corny line would be that you hope she gets her good looks, but I hope, and God willing, pray that my children get her height and her hair. I wasn't ready for heckling there. Meeting Cassandra was a blessing. Before I met her, I was told by a friend that in Moose Jaw there's a woman behind every tree. The problem, I was told that there weren't many trees in Moose Jaw, and well, I found a tree. Marrying Cassandra, my family has grown to include my brother-in-law, my mother and father-in-law, plus grandparents, and for me, family has become very important. For me, this is what makes Moose Jaw my home. To me, it doesn't matter what age you are, all are welcome and all have a role to play. For those of you who don't know me that well, I grew up in a single-parent home and spent most of my life, teenage life, childhood life, below the poverty line. I've struggled through difficult times, always with a positive attitude and a desire to set a higher standard for myself and my surroundings. I've learned early to forgive my past, knowing that I could not repair a broken marriage, but also realizing that I would not let someone else's mistakes be the reasons for me not to move forward. But I had reasons to overcome adversity, reasons to rise to the challenges set before me, and reasons to succeed despite my inherited disadvantages, height being one of them. They say having children changes your life, and I can personally say that after seeing my baby and hearing its little heartbeat at the ultrasound clinic, that was a change for the better. I made a promise to myself that I would make every effort to be there for my children's early years, and that I would do what I could to play a role in their life. And now I can't think of a better place to raise my children than Moose Jaw. For those of you who know me, I have to follow my moral compass. A moral compass that says right, not wrong, positive, not negative, yes, not no. And for me, I needed to prove myself and see what I could do and see if I had answered my platform that I had run on before. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you this with a purpose today. I'm here to tell you that I will not be seeking re-election as city councillor. No, today I am officially declaring my intention to seek position of mayor of this great city of Moose Jaw. Thank you. I make this announcement eyes wide open, knowing the challenges that lay ahead and the criticisms that I may face. Whether the odds are in favor or against me, I shall run with enthusiasm, I shall run with a positive attitude, and I shall run with the knowledge that Moose Jaw can be a better place for all. I run with the belief in moving upwards and forwards, making Moose Jaw my passion. I believe the mayor's seat should be a place of progression. And God willing successful, I'll accept the duties and responsibilities with the same enthusiasm and positive attitude. I've asked myself some tough questions these past weeks. Am I happy with the progress we've made as a city during our term? And did I fail, succeed, or exceed my platform as a city councillor? I can confidently say that I am proud of our work that the present council has done. I'm proud of the accomplishments we have achieved. I would be remiss if I did not recognize the good working relationship that I have with the mayor and the respect I have for him and the reasons that have led to him and his decision to retire. The night he shared his decision with me, I shared these words, and I feel these words must be made public. I said to him that those that were around the table, that he had impacted this community with the values that he had held closest to him. The family values and values of common decency are Moose Jaw's values. For me, those reasons, the love of family and the desire to make Moose Jaw a better place to live for families and individuals that live here or look to move here, are the same values that motivate me to run for mayor. Recognizing the current council's accomplishments, we have to ask ourselves, are we where we want to be, or do we have more to do? I strongly believe we still have more to do. The most important question I have asked myself to do with continuing to run is, are we prepared to stop or make a U-turn? And finally, are you, the citizens of Moose Jaw, happy to take a back seat, or do you want to be living in a city of influence? I'm running for mayor because I'm convinced that Moose Jaw is a city that is ready to seize the present moment. We're ready to seize this present moment, this decade, which is ours. We're ready to uphold and renew the spirit of cooperation, hard work, and enterprise that the prairies are famous for. Ask yourself these questions. Are you willing to stand on the sidelines and observe the success of other cities in the province? Or do you want to take a lead role and become everything that is capable of this city, including competing for industry, new businesses, and becoming an influence within this province? It's an ongoing task, that requires fortitude and a steady hand and a city council that holds themselves accountable for their actions. I'm going to pause for a second here and reflect on what the word accountability means. Accountability is meaning what you say. Accountability is walking the talk. When it comes to vote on things like accountability, anti-harassment bylaws, and code of conduct bylaws, you vote in favor of them. Ladies and gentlemen, the last time I campaigned, I didn't campaign on accountability and transparency. To me, accountability and transparency is just common sense. To me, it was part of the job. You, the citizens of Moose Jaw, you, the citizens of Moose Jaw, have the right to accountability. It still shocks me that those who campaigned on accountability and transparency were the same ones who voted against holding council to a higher level of accountability. I've learned on council that there are those who believe in accountability and those who pay lip service to it. There are those who walk the talk, and there are those who use words such as accountability and transparency as political rhetoric just to get votes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll campaign on accountability any day of the week. Because accountability means you vote your conscience, it means you vote for anti-harassment bylaws, and that you hold yourself to a higher code of conduct. I believe in accountability because I believe there's a better way to do business, and I believe there's a better way forward for Moose Jaw. I believe we need a mayor and a council who is prepared to commit to growth. I believe we need to commit to a vision of a greener, cleaner city. I believe we need to ensure we offer a city that is safe for its residents and families. And I believe we need a city that provides facilities that are accessible to all residents. While the rest of Saskatchewan is prospering, a new attitude is growing and a confidence and momentum in the city is building, and we must seize the decade and let others know there is a better way to do business. And Moose Javians know that yes, we will end up in the future as the days pass by, but is it a future that is either given to us because we waited for things to happen, because we listened to those who didn't grow our city when they were given a chance to, but a city in the future, one we decided on because we rolled up our sleeves, got to work, and went out to bring businesses to our great city. A future that lets the world know Moose Jaw is open for business. We live in a global economy. Understanding what that means to Moose Jaw is very important. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what that means to Moose Jaw. It means you don't chase after companies that can easily be replicated in India or China, but you go after companies that are unique. Businesses that are unique to our area, unique to bringing skills and jobs to our region, and businesses that can capitalize on our unique location. Attracting more businesses means you attract more traffic. More traffic means adding to the infrastructure complexities we face as a city and as a nation. The provincial and federal governments need to share responsibilities in reinvesting in aging infrastructure. I will continue to speak with our representatives at federal and provincial levels and advocate for more assistance. This is a subject I will not shy away from. Money is a big part of the problem. Money is a big part of the problem, and it's also part of the solution, but we have to have a plan. A long-term strategy will go a long way to more efficient use of the resources we currently have and provide a better case for additional assistance. While it is important for someone to have qualifications, skill, and intellect to deal with the challenges of our city that we currently face, we require a visionary. We need someone who can plan effectively for growth and someone who will provide vision. We are presently looking for a city engineer. I spoke briefly with the city manager and gave him what I believe were good words of advice. Not to hire someone who can only manage the city's engineering needs as it stands, but hire someone who can deal with the failing infrastructure we have inherited and also deal with expansion of a growing city. If we do not do this, we will have the possibility of one of three problems. One, we won't be able to fix what we have. Two, we won't be able to keep up with the declining state of affairs as they are. And three, we won't be able to keep up with the growth, and miss our place in history. Ladies and gentlemen, when voting for your next mayor and council, you need to make some critical decisions. One is to vote for a council that preserves the heritage of your city, but allows for a vision of the future. Not, and I repeat, not a second set of managers that creates more bureaucracy and keeps the city 30 years behind its potential. At this time in Canadian history, ask yourself, will Moose Jaw be a leader or a follower? Will we be innovators, or will we hope for prosperity to come looking for us? In closing, ladies and gentlemen, on October 24th, Moose Jaw will be electing a new mayor. The city of Moose Jaw, I believe, needs a mayor who looks for solutions, is accountable, is willing to listen, and is a straight talker, and is actively there to promote businesses and let the world know Moose Jaw is open for business. To do that, ladies and gentlemen, you need a strong voice to represent this great city, and when attracting new businesses or talk to other levels of government, you need a strong voice. In the coming weeks, I'll be rolling out what I believe are the important issues regarding this election and how to move this city forward. But for now, this is a time to remind ourselves of who we are, what we care about, and where we want to go. This is a time for energy and vision. Ladies and gentlemen of Moose Jaw, on October 24th, I ask you to put your X beside my name. On October 24th, I ask you to vote Fraser Tolmie, and I'll be a strong voice for Moose Jaw. Thank you.